Hello everyone, Andy Rahn with this week's summary of the Montana Land Report for July 22nd, 2020. Very busy week in the market this week with 35 total property updates. One of those properties is a featured property advertised with Montana Land Source, a small tract in western Montana near Corvallis. We have 6 properties back on the market. Usually properties that are back on the market are properties that were pending and then fell out of contract and are back on the market. But this week, most all of these properties were properties that were off the market for a short amount of time for some reason, 2 or 3 months, and then brought back to the market. 13 new listings, which is a large amount of new listings. There are a few redundancies. 2 of those properties are different configurations, so the entire property listed and then a smaller portion listed as well. But even with those redundancies, a large amount of new listings in the market this week. 6 pending sales, 6 price changes. We had a user reach out to us last week inquiring about price changes, whether those price changes are prices up or prices down. Almost always price changes means prices going down. There is one property this week that was a price increase, but mostly properties in Montana are often listed aggressively, highly listed, price listed, and then over time have price reductions. So price changes in Montana Land Source almost always means a price reduction. We have 1 revised listing and 2 solds. In news this week, there's 2 very large conservation easements proposed in western Montana. Weyerhaeuser timber sold to Southern Pines Plantation this year. That was a very large timber sale that's we featured on Montana Land Source. And with that has been a concern about public access on those lands. Weyerhaeuser timber allowed public access for hunting on many lands that they owned, and so there's been concern about whether that would be a change with the ownership change. And so these easements are largely set up to address that. They're publicly held easements with Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service that include public access. So those will be large easements to hopefully secure public access in western Montana. And we talked last week about a large land swap proposal for the Crazy Mountains and the Madison Range down by the Yellowstone Club. In upcoming events, there are open houses in Big Timber, Bozeman, and Big Sky for those interested in learning more about those land exchanges. So those are up on Montana Land Source. Thank you everybody for listening and for your support. Have a good week, and we will see you next week.